Italy is ready to welcome the top swimmers in the world. This is the ISL, the International Swimming League, the world's first and only professional swimming league. Tonight as the ISL makes its European debut at the Piscina Felice Scandone. It's week 2 in the Naples match, running up there alongside Team GB Olympian Mark Foster. And Mark, you can feel the emotion here in southern Italy tonight.
These Italians are in for a treat. They love their swimming. They've got Pellegrini going later on, but there's the biggest names in world swimming here. These guys are going to be up for it.
Well, it's all about qualifying for Vegas in the championship final at the end of the season. Let's take a look at the standings. After the Indianapolis match, the home team, the Aqua Centurions, only 1 point. They finished last a week ago, but they're looking to find their form here on the home ground. DC Trident, they're currently 3rd with 2 points last week, led by Siobhan Hahi and Katie Ledecky, almost broke a world record. But the top 2 teams, the Cali Condors currently sitting 2nd. They had an impressive weekend. Lily King, Olivia Schmoliga led the way. This week they had Caleb Dressel and Energy Standard. They won the inaugural ISL match. How good were they sprinting-wise? Manadu on top, Shira Sjostrom, the MVP with 54 points. But all eyes tonight on Federica Pellegrini. She's going to swim 2 individual events this weekend, as well as 3 relays, and we'll see if she can be crowned the queen of the 200 free. And of course, everybody wants to come and watch Caleb Dressel. He comes in for the first time in ISL and makes his debut. And get this, he's going to swim 8 events this weekend, Mark. He's got a full slate of competition, and he's got a good chance to try to finish on top, where it is all about earning those 9 points for getting a first place win.
You've got to maximize your star swimmers, and Caleb is one of those ones that can swim multiple events and swim incredibly fast. He's one of the greats.
Of course, relays get double points, skins race triple points, so it is all about the strategy and how the coaches want to size up their lineup. This is the first of 2 days of competition in Naples. We will see 16 individual events and 3 relays. And we get it started in a major way. Women's 100-meter fly, and it features our MVP from a week ago. Shira Sjostrom, 54 points. This is the first of 7 events that we'll see her swim as we meet our participants in this 100-meter butterfly. Energy standard, they'll be in 1 and 2. Sjostrom, a week ago, 5 individual wins. She'll be in lane number 1. It was really a back-and-forth meet the entire weekend for the Cali Condors. You see Kelsey Dahlia, who was 2nd a week ago in Indianapolis, and her teammate Natalie Hines. Get kind of upset with the DC train. Sarah Gibson will be in 6th. Brenna Throssell, who was 3rd in Indianapolis, in lane number 5. Will be here at home on Elena Delito, who was 4th at World Championships and 4th at Indy. She will be in 7. And Ilaria Bianchi, who will be in lane number 8. Sjostrom, though, the one to watch. She will be in lane number 1. Her mantra, don't limit your challenges, challenge your limit. And she certainly did that a week ago, Mark.
Yeah, she's in great form. I mean, the race was a 2-horse race with Sjostrom and Dahlia, but anything can happen here a week later.
Take your mark.
Here we go, blue swimming making its debut in Europe. Again, it is all about the team points, all about trying to finish as high as you can along with your teammate. Bottom of the screen, Energy Standard in 1 and 2, Cali Condors in 3 and 4, DC Trident 5 and 6,
the walls, and that's the thing, that's her advantage. They're the things she's using. She's a great short course swimmer. If she can go in here with a bit of a lead, Sjostром's going to struggle to catch up.
And Dahlia is first into the turn. Sjostrom, who won 5 individual races a week ago, trying to challenge her. Sjostrom trying to finish, but it's going to be Kelsey Dahlia and the Cali Condors getting the 9 points as they set the tone. But still some big points for Energy Standard as they get second and third. Strong performance for Dahlia underwater mark.
She's brilliant. She used 15 meters off every wall. That's her strength. Sjostrom's not so good short course, much better long course swimmer, but I mean, reverse of last week. I think she wanted to make amends for last week. Great swimming.
So we get 9 points for the win. But you take a look at Energy Standard and the strategy that goes in. Of course, these coaches, they have been looking at it all week long, where they want their swimmers to race, and Energy Standard still a good showing, getting second and third. That's worth 13 points. Dahlia with a win, 55-91. Energy Standard, we talked to you about those 13 points for getting second and third. Dressel will earn 5 points for a 4th place finish. And already, because of that turn, Energy Standard actually has a 2.5-point win, so it just shows you, Mark, how important it is to get your teammates as high up in the standings as possible.
Absolutely. It's not just about winning the race, it's about your second performance. This is not about times, it's all about the points.
All right, how about this one? 100-meter butterfly. The world record holder long course, the world record holder short course, Chad Leclos in lane 2, Caleb Dressel in lane number 3. It doesn't get any better than this. Caleb Dressel with 8 medals at the World Championship, 6 of them gold, and this is the first of 8 events that he's slated to swim over the course of 2 days. And Caleb Dressel so good off the line.
He is the best starter in the world, bar none. Manilou's not bad, nor's Ben Brown, and Chad Leclos got great skills, but if you just watch Dressel, he's unbelievable. But Chad's taking it to him here.
Leclos in the lead after the first 50. He was the top male performer a week ago with 43 points. A week ago, Energy Standard had the top 2 swimmers. And it's Leclos in the lead, 25 yards to go. Let's see who stays down longer. Leclos pops up first. Dressel trying to close. Leclos and Dressel down to the top 10. It's going to be Chad Leclos holding on. He wins the 100 fly back-to-back weekends.
Oh, 100th of a second. You don't get any tighter than that.
And the Energy Standard coach, James Gibson, says they got the strategy right once again. Look at the finish. Folks, that's a nail-biter indeed. Big-time performance for Chad Leclos. They're going to go first and 8th, the Energy Standard team. So 9 points for Leclos plus the 1 point for Zerk. A combined total of 10 points. Cali Condors, they go 2nd and 7. So a combined total. And you see both teams earning 10 points in that 100-meter butterfly. Excuse me, Energy Standard with 10 points, Aqua Centurions with 10 points, and the Cali Condors 1 less.
That was awesome, dude. How was it? Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, it was great. It's been a great field like that, you know, so I'm very happy to be a part of this, yeah.
He tried to come back on you at the end there.
Yes, I knew it was going to be tough. It's great that we were next to each other, and he's such a great champion, you know, so I was just happy to race him tonight, so yeah, I'm very happy.
You're not a bad champion yourself, my friend. Great job.
Thank you.
see what a test it is now it's time for the 50-meter breaststroke. A week ago, it was a 1-2 finish for the Cali Condors. Lily King is going to be in 3. Molly Hannison 4. Martina Carrero is going to be in lane number 7. Bronze medalist in the 100 breaststroke of the World Championships. Mark, you see the difference in the ISL because Siobhan Hagi, she's going to swim in lane number 5. We saw her win the 200 freestyle. It really is all about the team.
It is all about the team, and these guys know this. This is not about times, it's not about individuals. This is all about swimming for their team. This is the future of the sport.
King pops up first. She won all 3 breaststroke legs a week ago, trying to lead a 1-2 finish. Carrero trying to move up for the Aqua Centurions, but the Cali Condors are going to go 1-2 once again. Lily King, Molly Hannis combined 16 points as King has the Condors flying early on. And it was all done, Mark, on the final 25 for Lily King.
I mean, Lily last week had a great meet, and she is the star swimmer here. She's the queen of breaststroke, but her tempo and her feel for the water. She's travelled over from the States, like a lot of them, but she's carried her form over with her.
So King remains 4 for 4, picking up wins. And you see at the very bottom, Kara Smith did not meet the minimum time standard, so she lost a point, a 1-point deduction. And at the end, that's a huge difference. 16 points for the Cali Condors, only 6 points for the energy standard with that 1-point deduction in the Aqua Centurions right there in the middle. And the Condors with about a 6.5-point lead. Our match score just getting started, and now we start to see, you know, there's equal men, equal women on the roster, Mark. Only 12 men, 12 females, and Kevin Cords was added to the roster for this DC Trident team this week.
I mean, yes, 12 swimmers each with 2 substitutes. The subs can only be used in the relays, so it's a real tactical thing here because you sometimes want to rest one of your big swimmers for the relay because it's double points.
In the middle, Greg Troy, the head coach for the Cali Condors. He's going to have Andrew Wilson and Nicholas Fink in 3 and 4 lanes 1 and 2. Florent Manadou and Shamanovich. Again, the opportunity to see Manadou swim in the 50 breaststroke. How special is this, Mark?
This guy can do any event. If it's a sprint, it's a 50 meters. This guy has got a chance. He's got the world record for 50 backstroke, the 50 freestyle. He's one to watch on the outside.
Kevin Cords, Cody Miller. For Cindy Gallagher and the DC Trident, and there's Matteo Giunta. He's going to have Fabio Cizzoli in 7, and Nicolo Martineghi in lane number 8. Martineghi only 20 years old. This is a great race a week ago for the Aqua Centurions. Martineghi finished first, so Colsey finished 2nd, and we'll see if the Aqua Centurions can get this home crowd fired up with a 1-2 finish here in the 50 meters breaststroke.
Thank you, Mark.
Brilliant start for Manadou. He comes into the lineup because Manadou Sanders is without Anton Chukov. He's not in Naples this week. Good start, top of the pool. Skakolzi, Martineghi trying to get another 1-2 finish, and they've got the crowd on their feet here, trying to race to the finish. But Nicholas Fink trying to move up as well, and it's gonna be 1-2 Aqua Centurions, 16 points. How much fun is this? It was all done on the second 50 mark.
You can't predict any of these races. The 2 guys over here in 7 and 8 went 1 and 2 over in America, and now they've gone 1 and 2 here. And the crowd love that. Scorzoli from Italy, and they're just right behind this team.
That is with the Aqua Centurions, they really need to climb the standings here if they're going to have an opportunity to compete in Vegas in the championship final at the end. And they earned 16 points for that 1-2 finish in the men's 50-meter breaststroke, so that will move them up the team standings. They are currently second overall, only 3.5 points behind the Cali Condors. And the DC Trident, they've got some work to be done. Currently 4th overall. All right, here we go with a 400 IM. This is a big change this week. Fontaine Lasaf moved into lane number 1 as energy standard, and James Gibson tried to beef up their roster in some of these distance events. A week ago, they only scored 30 points in the events that were 400 meters. Aqua Centurions in a Miley, Henke in 7 and 8, Galat and Barksdale in 5 and 6. Melanie Margalis, who won this event a week ago, she is in lane number 4. Megan Kingsley right next to her in lane number 3. Mary Sophie Harvey, who had 18 points on the weekend, is in lane number 2. And Lasaf, who told you, in lane number 1. Margalis won it a week ago. This is one of the stronger points a week ago for the Cali Condors, some of these distance events. We saw last week Katie Ledecky have an impressive showing, finishing second in this event, but DC Trident, they are without Ledecky this weekend. That is certainly going to be something from a team standpoint that their head coach, Cindy Gallagher, has to work with. And early on, Melanie Margalis, who was 4th in the 200-meter individual medley at the Olympic Games in Rio, has got the early lead, and right now you see a good start for the Aqua Centurions, but then the difference maker might be Fontaine Lasaf. First at the European Championships 2 years ago in this event, the 400 IM. Markwood, you got a chance to talk to their head coach, James Gibson. He's really all about the strategy, and I think that's one of the reasons why they brought Fontaine Lasaf again. Only 12 males, 12 females allowed on the roster, so you really have to decide how you want to line your roster even going into the weekend. Yeah,
he's very much focused on the sprint events, and that was reflected in Indianapolis. In the 400s, the longer, let's call it the middle distance events, the energy standard was 17 points down on Cali and DC, so he's giving away points there, but he's making the points up in the sprint events.
But again, to his credit, it appears, at least early on, that the sprints, the relays, the skims, you win those events, you have success in those events, that's going to go a long way to getting you to Las Vegas in that championship final.
Absolutely, and everyone wants to be in Vegas. I think it's the first year of this event. It's a new concept. There's a strategy involved, and of course, what the coaches are looking at is how to maximise the roster that they've got to get them the most points. It gives them that opportunity to be in Vegas itself. And Gibson's brought in Asaf here down in lane 1, she's having a great swim. Didn't have the best in the 400 events last week, but she's going right here. Really long, rangy stroke there. Obviously still leading the way over there in lane 4 is Margalis.
Melanie Margalis. History of great swimmers in her family. Robert Margalis knocked on the door of making the U.S. Olympic team a number of times, but couldn't break through. And then, of course, it's his sister that breaks through, and she's done so in a big way. And that's what's so great about this International Swimming League. Think about the longevity. You swim late in your career, but this is going to really allow a lot of swimmers to continue swimming and continue swimming in between the Olympiads.
Yeah, obviously in America you've got the collegiate system, so from 18 to 22 years of age they're at college, they're competing, but they're studying at the same time. But for a lot of swimmers, when they do reach 18 or 22 years of age, it's kind of, they're not only living for the sport, they need to go do other things, and this is what swimming's been crying out for, an opportunity to be a professional swimmer. Therefore, you can earn living, and it becomes your job. It's a short job, you're normally retired at the age of 35 or 40 years of age, but still, your love and your passion become your job.
50 meters to go. Melody Margalis trying to take the 400 IM in back-to-back weekends. We already seen the Cali Condors get out to the early lead. Trying to move up for the DC Trident. They really could use some points, coming in with only 2 points on the weekend. Again, only 2 American teams and 2 European teams will advance at the end of the regular season to Vegas in the championship final. So you got to get the points during the regular season, and Melody Margalis is going to earn 9 more points as she gets the win. Well, Lesap, she's a big upgrade for Energy Standard because she's going to get second.
Absolutely, those 7 points are needed at the moment because they're behind. Many races to go still in the program, but a great swim nonetheless. And you can see that Margalis was class apart, but her turns, and this is one of the things we always say about the Americans, their skills are just so good off the walls.
Of course, that's the big difference. Short course meters, of course, a lot of the Europeans, we focus on the long course. In fact, this pool didn't even have a bulkhead. It was donated by the International Swimming League just so they could host this event. A lot of long course swimming over in Europe. Not as much short course meters.
No, it's a spectacle. When you come short course, it's a lot more fiery, a lot more snap.
Cali Condors, first and sixth. Lesap, she's going to have a 2-4 finish, so that's going to really help out point-wise for Energy Standard. 7 and 5, they get 12 combined points, and that evens them up, despite the fact that the Cali Condors got the win. You see even points there in the 400 IM.
Absolutely. This is all about, people need to learn, it's all about the team. It's not about the winning, it's not about the time. It's all about your placings, the 2 swimmers' placings, because everybody counts.
Let's now welcome in the men's 400-meter individual medley. There's the start list. Energy Standard, 1 and 2. Stupin in 1 and 2. Mark Zoranic in 3. Ibsen in 4 for the Cali Condors. Zach Harding in 5. Litherland, who won this event a week ago, is in 6. And Heinz and Laszlo Che, who is the 9-time Hungarian swimmer of the year. Didn't have the best first weekend in the ISL, but of course would like to redeem himself here at home.
The guy is an Olympic legend. He's won so many medals at Olympic level and world level, but he's not been on the form at the moment. It might be end of the season, beginning of the season. He's just not firing.
He scored 10 points a week ago for the Aqua Centurions. Jay Litherland, he scored 13.5 points. You can see at the bottom of the screen, 4:19 flat. That is the time when we talk about didn't meet the minimum time. If you don't meet that time, it is a 1-point deduction, as well as disqualification, not showing a couple of things like that.
Yeah, what's that doing? That's there for, it's stopping swimmers just swimming through races. So it's kind of like, okay, I'll just get in, I'll just swim, and I'll get 1 point for the team. It's like, no, you have to be in there, you have to be competing, you have to be putting some effort in.
Good start for Mark Zoranic, silver medal champion at the Commonwealth Games, swimming for Scotland. He was second in this event. Philip Heinz was third, pushing the pace a little early on. And I think that was one big thing, and the big theme talking to all the coaches is they felt like they had a much better idea of what they might see because they got to see where their athletes were a week ago in Indy.
Yeah, because for these coaches, they've come in here, they've picked their roster, they haven't seen in what shape their swimmers are in. Yes, they know what their best times are on their best day, but you come into this competition swimming multiple events over multiple days, you don't know what your shape your athlete is in because you're not looking after the whole program. So you see here Philip leading the race out at the moment, and obviously down here in lane 2 you've got Stupin from the Energy Standard team. He's going really well as well. Like you said, Energy Standard seem to be targeting these 400 events a little bit more this week.
Yeah, I think week in and week out, Stupin was 7th a week ago, now looking strong. What does it go into the strategy? There's a lot of back and forth. Butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, freestyle, the strategy, even in this particular event.
Yeah, I mean, this is, because it's all about, it's not about the times, it's not about the placing, but it is about the placings. These swimmers will have raced each other a little bit before. They may not have raced each other in the short course before. A lot of swimmers don't swim short course so much, so it's kind of new to them. They're all coming in different shape. different parts of the season. And there's a little bit of cat and mouse going on, but you obviously get some of the swimmers who are better breaststrokers, better backstrokers, so they're played to their strengths.
It is Philippines. He's in the white cap at the top of the screen in lane number 7. He's in the lead, but our winner from a week ago, Jay Litherland, right below him in the red cap. He's starting to move up. He's part of triplet brothers. His brothers Kevin and Mike both swam with him collegiately together. That's pretty special to have triplet brothers all swim together growing up. Makes it easy on mom and dad.
That's very true. One trip to the pool and one trip back again. So, and also when you've got multiple siblings, when they've all got a different sport that they're doing or a different interest, it's very, very difficult fitting it all in. But you generally find in families that are very sporting, that they may be into basketball, they might be into swimming, but it's in the genes.
Well, he's got a trip of 100 meters still to go, and he will win the 400 IM back-to-back weekends. But this is where things get interesting. Lane number 3, Mark Ceranic, Maxim Stupin, who was, again, 7th a week ago. A much better performance this week. You can tell that he's feeling a whole lot better than he did a week ago in Indy.
Yeah, and also there's the pressure of the team. He doesn't want to let the team down. He came 7th last week, would have been disappointed, thinking, I've got to come in here, and I've got to put my finger out. I've got to do a performance here. I'm going to, this last 100 meters, he might be hurting, but he's going to have to hurt himself.
Litherland in the lead, followed by Mark Ceranic in 3. Stupin right behind, about 2 seconds behind with 50 meters to go. Ceranic trying to push the pace for the Cali Condors. They would love to get the team win here on European soil and get them 4 points. But it's going to be Litherland, 13.5 points a week ago. He has won the 400 IM back-to-back weeks. Big, important win for the DC Trident as he earns 9 points. Ceranic will finish 2nd. Max Stupin 3rd, and Cindy Gallagher and company, they are fired up.
This is Litherland and Hines coming into the backstroke turn now, onto the breaststroke. Litherland had a great breaststroke. He's turning here with Hines. But over this 100 breaststroke, he put a good body and a half in there. Got ahead, stayed ahead. Coming into the finish here, I mean, they're hurting. 400 IM is a hard event. Just over 4 minutes of pain.
Especially this early in the season.
Oh, the fact that you're changing from fly to back to breast to free, you're using different muscles on every 100 meters, and with all these turns and having to hold your breath a lot longer, you start burning.
And you see Max Stupin with the 6 points in lane number 3. That's a big win for James Gibson as he has really improved in the 400 IM. And DC Trident with 11 points, 4 points for the Condors, and only 10 points for the Energy Standard, but they like it because it's moved them into 2nd position.
Yeah, I mean, we've looked through the numbers, the figures, and seen where Energy Standard were giving away points, and they've obviously looked at that as well. Thinking, well, hang on, we can't afford to give 17 points away on the 400 races. We need to target those a little bit more. Yes, the sprints are important. You can see there how much it means to the team. They're all behind one another. And this is what I love about this competition, Bernie. It's about the team. It's not about any individuals, not about any ego, it's not about the clock on the wall. Yes, if some fast swimming's done, the times are great, brilliant. But it's all about the team. We've never seen this before in Boston.
And it is about the relays. Double points on the line as we have our first relay of the weekend. How do you win a match in a weekend? It comes down to relays. Energy Standard, they won 4 of 5. And the big question is, what do? Do you go for the win? Do you go for 1st and 3rd? Can you split your team?
And we're going to see some strategy right here, because you'll probably get a couple of the teams that will try and front load it, put all their big names in one team, go for the win, try and get the 9 points and see what happens. Everyone wants the 9 points because it's a 2-point gap to 2nd. But then again, do you spread your team and go for 2nd and 3rd or something rather than have a team win and the team come last? That's not very good. So I think there's going to be a lot of different strategies here from a lot of the different team members.
We take a look at the relay team for Energy Standard. Danny Olasek, Sarah Sjostrom, Gila Sanchez, Demke, Hemskert. Sjostrom and Hemskert, last week they were 1-2 in the skin, so this is a really powerful relay in lane number 2.
Yeah, Energy Standard have gone for it. They've got all the big guns in one team, and then they've kind of got Georgia Davis, who's a backstroker, Emily Seabom, a backstroker. Not every team has got freestyle swimmers here, so they're going to do a little bit mix and matching. 8 of your swimmers out of your 14 have to swim this. They're not all freestylers. Yes, they can swim freestyle, but Energy Standard have gone for a big team here.
Cali Condors, Schmoliga, Dahlia, Hines, and Comerford in lane number 3. That's going to be quite a relay team. That's their A team. Titmus, Vasek, Bro, and Margalis in 2. Again, Margalis, we just saw her, this is the tight turnaround. We just saw her win the 400 IM, and a couple minutes later, here she is swimming for her relay team, trying to earn some points.
She's still going to be breathing heavy. This is where the swimmers, it's trying to recover as quick as possible, trying to get that lactate down, get the breath under control, because they're going to go up and go again.
And again, just like the individual events, you'd love to win it, but you don't want to get first and 8th. You really want the relay teams to be as tight as they possibly can be.
Absolutely. I mean, in an ideal world, and this happened last week for Energy Standard, they got a couple of first and seconds. That just blows the rest of the teams away. So they're looking at trying to get first here, but taking out the Cali Condors in lane 3.
Olivia Schmoliga swimming the opening leg for the Cali Condors. Just below her, Denny Olasak, Olympic champion for Canada in lane number 2. She's swimming the opening leg of this relay.
You see Olivia Schmoliga, her turns are amazing. They're absolutely brilliant. She's blowing Penny away on them, but even coming into the first takeover, Showstrom going in lane 2. She's not great on the turns either, but they've got their big guns all in the same race here.
Kelsey Talia swimming against Sarah Showstrom. Again, we just saw these two at the beginning of the hour battle it out in the 100 butterfly. Not a lot of time to cool down and get ready to go again.
These guys spend a lot of time in the pool, and they train an awful lot of meters, so if they can do it, of course they can. Some intents and purposes, this is going to be the best form of training you get. Racing is the best form of training. Racing under pressure, racing with no rest. These guys will love this.
And look at Showstrom. She has moved her team even. Cali Condors, Energy Standard. And look out for lane number 7, because Federica Pellegrini is about to jump in the water, and everybody here in Naples, Italy has been waiting for this moment.
So Natalie Hines going in 3 for the Cali Condors. You've got Sanchez going for Energy Standard here. It's these two teams over here, don't forget, over the other side, DC Trident now. With Annika Braun, she's going well, and as you say, Pellegrini in lane 7. The crowd are going to try and push her along.
Pellegrini moving up. Aqua Centurions trying to move into 3rd. Energy Standard in the lead as we head towards the anchor leg. This, folks, is going to be tight. 18 points on the line for a relay win.
The best women in the world, the best sprinters in the world, going at it. This is what we want. To the final leg. There's nothing between these two teams.
Comerford against Hemsker. A half a second separating Energy Standard and the Cali Condors with 18 points on the line.
I was chatting to Hemsker yesterday. She's such a bubbly, energetic, positive person, and here she's just going at it. She can do 200 freestyle. She's going to have the back end. She's got her head down here. I can't see the Cali Condors catching this.
Lyndon Munoz de Campo moving up for the Aqua Centurions in lane number 7 as they try to battle it out with the DC Trident for 3rd place. But man, what a final leg of this relay for Energy Standard. How about this for a start on relays? They're going to win 5 of their first 6 relays to open up ISL history. 18 points goes to Energy Standard as they got the win.
Yeah, it just shows you the strength and depth they've got. It shows you the strategy they've played. We said they've got the big guns in the big team, in the same team, and it paid off. They got the win. The second team, though, Energy Standard number 2, ended up in 5th place.
Yeah, so the Cali Condors, they go 2nd and 5th. 2nd place, 14 points, 5th, 8 points. As you take a look at the final results there in the 4x100 meter freestyle, you see trying, they go 3rd and 7. And from a team perspective, only 2 points the difference between Energy Standard and the Cali Condors as a whole on that relay.
Yeah, and that's the way that the team coaches and management will look at this. How can they maximize? Ultimately, on any event, you can gain some points over any other team. If you can gain lots of points, even better. But look at gaining points. Even a point, you're not giving a point away, you're gaining a point in every race. There's only so many races, only so many opportunities they can make those points back up again.
6.5 points, the difference as we've reached our first break in Naples, Italy. Man, we're having so much fun. The ISL, the International Swimming League, the world's first and only professional swimming league, off to a great start here on week 2 in Naples, Italy.
Marita! Alex, where is Marita? Dove è Marita? Yeah, I know. Dove è Marita con le carte? Marita con le carte, dove cazzo è Marita? There we Sorry for
Coach is making changes. Our first break. It is week 2 of the International Swimming League, the ISL, first global professional swim league, which places races front and center for the athletes. 8 teams spread over Europe and the United States, equal men, equal women, equal prize money, equal races, and of course, at each match we see 4 teams competing, 2 from the United States, 2 from Europe, focused on earning points, not their times. At the end of each match, 1 MVP per match, and we will have 1 MVP at the end of the season. And the goal for all 8 teams, they're looking to make it to Las Vegas in the championship final, where the top teams from the US and Europe will battle it out to be world champion. This is the ISL, the International Swimming League.
Hello. Okay, cool. 30 seconds.
Changes being made here after our first session of day 1 of the Naples match. Mateo Junta, the only team to make a change. Lots of great swimming. We saw The Aqua Centurions with a 1-2 finish in the 50-meter breaststroke. An impressive performance earlier. And Mark is down with the head coach for the Cali Condors, Greg Troy.
Greg, how do you think the session's gone for you so far?
It was a good session pretty far so far. We left a few points get away from us, a couple of walls we could have been a little better at. That men's 100 fly, 100 per second, a little sloppy down in that wall, but everything else has been pretty good.
So some of your Caleb obviously losing was about 100th. That was a tight race, but some of your other swimmers stepped up as well.
Oh yeah, good opening swim from Kelsey in the butterfly, so it got us off to a good start. And the fly swim was good. We just would like to have been a little bit better. Guys were great closing up the end of the race.
And any changes for the next part of the session? Are you happy where you are?
We're going to play around with some relay orders, see if we can't maybe pick up a few points and a little speed from what we had last week in the relay.
Brilliant. So there's no injuries and nothing else to be done. You're happy and content where you are.
Oh yeah, that's a good start.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Greg Troy, head coach for the Cali Condors, their captains, Caleb Dressel, and the vice captain, Olivia Smoliga, who had the top points for the Condors a week ago in the Indianapolis match. And it's a roster that is stacked from top to bottom. We saw Kelsey Dahlia already win the 100-meter butterfly, Lily King, the breaststroke specialist. An impressive performance for Mitch Larkin. You get a chance to see him go later. And it's all about, you get 12 male swimmers, 12 female swimmers, and you got to try to put the best start you possibly can forward. They got a lot of performance out of Mark Saranic earlier, who got that second place finish in the 400 IM. And right now, early on, Cali Condors, they've got the lead, but only by a handful of points. 89.5 points for the Cali Condors, 83 points for Energy Standard. Things just getting heated up here in Naples, Italy. Men's 200-meter backstroke. That's our next event on the pool deck. Mitch Larkin, Rylov, they'll go next when we come back. Let's take a look at the Aqua Centurions. Pellegrini is going to go in the 200 freestyle later. This is only their vice captain. Also Che Correa, who had a win last week in the 200 freestyle. They've really done great. The Centurions have sprint breaststroke-wise. That has been their specialty. Back-to-back weekends with a 1-2 finish in the 50 breaststroke. And a lot of stars from Italy. And this packed house here has enjoyed what they have seen so far by the Aqua Centurions. DC Trident, their captain Cody Miller, their vice captain Madison Kennedy. We had a nice relay a moment ago. Moved themselves into third position. And we haven't seen, we thought that their strength might be on the men's side of the breaststroke, having Cody Miller, Kevin Cords, Ian Finnerty. Hasn't quite played out that way. Zane Grothy, we saw him win the 400 freestyle last week, as well as Katie Ledecky almost broke the world record short course meters a week ago in the 400 free. There without Ledecky this weekend. Let's look at the DC Trident and their head coach, Cindy Gallagher, former head coach at UCLA. ISL, the world's first professional swimming league, back here in Naples, Italy. Day one of the Naples match. We are getting set for the 200-meter backstroke. Team GB Olympian Mark Foster, Bernie Gunther. Here's our start list, and get a chance to see Rylov in lane number 1, slated to swim all 3 backstroke events this weekend. That was the strategy that kind of held him out of the backstroke a week ago for the relays. He'll be at the bottom of the pool in 1 and 2. Mitch Larkin will be one to watch in lane number 4 for the Cali Condors. As we meet our participants in this 200-meter backstroke, Larkin is the short course meter world record holder. Rylov was the best swimmer in the world at this distance at the World Championship, winning the 200 back. Andreas Vazeus and Tristan Holland in 5 and 6. We talk about the team aspect. You have Travis Mahoney, he's in lane number 8 for the Aqua Centurions. 3rd last week in this event. Typically, he's a very strong individual medley swimmer, but you see a lot of these swimmers coming out of their comfort zone, some races you don't usually see them compete in the World Championships, and they do it all for the team.
Exactly that. The team would have looked, the manager would have looked at what's the best formula for my team that can give me the best points. And these guys will just step up. They're here and they just want to race. They love it.
15 World Championships for Evgeny Rylov. Energy Standard was 1st and 8th in this event a week ago. When you think about the slate, it's exciting for the crowd. I think it's exciting at times for the swimmers, but to compete 16 individual races, 3 relays, all in the course of 2 hours, it's a lot of pressure on the swimmers as well, Mark.
I've never been to a competition like it, and I swam for Britain for 23 years, and I've been to a lot of different competitions, and it's been done in lots of different ways, but this is just action-packed, and it's non-stop. You don't get a chance to think or breathe, and you know, that's what the crowd want nowadays. They want constant stimulation, and they're getting it from the best swimmers in the world. Rylov leading it out here in lane 1, great underwater, he looks so easy and so effortless, but also going with him, Kawecki from the Cali Condors, not giving an inch at the moment.
Kawecki, he's the Polish national record holder in this event. You see at the bottom of the screen, only 6.5 points separating the Cali Condors and Energy Standard after that first session. How do you prepare if you're an athlete for this tight of a session for all these races in 2 hours?
I don't think there's any preparing apart from doing your warm-up, trying to swim down, trying to rest trying as hard as possible, and then trying to get as much rest as much as possible as well. Rylov here, you can see, watch him off the wall. He's got great underwater, using, if you see there, 10, 12 meters. Larkin's not so good underneath the water, but Kawecki also is good underwater. So this is going to be coming into the 5th lap here, 3 laps to go. If Larkin's going to try and get back to Rylov here, he's going to have to start reeling him in pretty soon.
Energy Standard in the lead. Rylov at the bottom of the pool, but the Cali Condors trying to get a 2-3 finish. It's going to be Rylov getting the win, but then the Cali Condors, they'll get 7 points for 2nd and 6 points for 3rd. And for Energy Standard, Kragar Zerk, a week ago he failed to meet the minimum time, and it appears he's done that again this week. It's a huge change.
It's a massive change. From you come last in the race, you get 1 point. But you come last in the race, or second to last, and you don't make the time, you're getting a minus point. So that's a 2-point shift there. And between DC Trident and Aqua Centurions, there's not many points. They can't afford to lose points like that.
So 13 points for the Cali Condors. And 10 points for Energy Standard, as you see Rylov get the win, and he did. Kragar Zerk did get the minimum time, so they do get that 1 point. So that's important, an improvement for him over a week ago, and only 3 points the differential for the Condors over Energy Standard in that race. 8 points to the DC Trident, who are currently 3rd. And the Condors have built almost a 10-point lead. As we turn our attention to the women's 200-meter backstroke, who is next year on the pool deck in Naples. In one. Mary Sophie Harvey is going to be in lane number 2. Talk about a weekend for Harvey. She swam 1,400 meters for her team a week ago.
That's a lot of laps of the pool, but that's what she can do. She can recover. She's obviously with the team manager, with the team coaches. They talked about her scheduling. She's probably got, I can do this. I like this. Just keep putting me up there. I'll keep getting you points.
Cali Mass, Olympic bronze medalist in Rio in 3, Kingsley in 4. Lisa Bratton and Kubova in 5 and 6, and Scallion and Sierra in lane number 7 and 8. For the Aqua Centurions. Kylie Mass already pushing the pace early on.
Yeah, this is the way she swims the race. Take it from the front. Try and put as much space between yourself and the other swimmers. And if they can come back at you, hopefully you've got enough space to hold them off. Kylie Mass won in Indianapolis. Lisa Bratton was 2nd. And Panzera over there in lane 8, she was 3rd. But Seabomb's got a great personal best, but she did not show up in Indianapolis.
She's the former world record holder in this event. And speaking of athletics running in her family, her father John, over 300 games of Australian rules football. It's amazing how genetics plays a role.
Yeah. And also when it's in the family, you know, that's one of these things that you encourage it because you know the benefits of sport, the health benefits and the physical benefits, the mental benefits.
And Sierra trying to get the Italian fans back on their feet. She's swimming well at the top in lane number 8. But with 75 meters to go, Kylie Mass trying to win the 200 backstroke back-to-back weekends.
Oh, this is looking great. Panzera at home in Italy, trying to do it for the crowd. She obviously traveled to America, probably maybe a little bit tired, and she's feeling a little bit better here. She's having a real good go at the top there in lane 8.
Look at how tight this is, only a half second separating. I got up there, Panzera, Kylie Mass, could you go to her legs? Lisa Bratton, who was 2nd a week ago, she is moving up. She's trying to get some critical points for the DC Trident. The battle right now is for 2nd. Kylie Mass is going to win it back-to-back weeks for the Cali Condors. Mass gets the victory, and Panzera will finish 2nd for the Aqua Centurion. And how about that finish by Emily Seabaum, who somehow found her way to finish 3rd.
And that's what it's about. It's about making those places up and making those points up. She was not good in Indianapolis. She came in 4th. She came 3rd here. It's 1 extra point, but she's knocked Lisa Bratton down 2 places from 2nd to 4th. And those points, when it comes to the calculations, make all the difference.
It's how they finish only 3/100ths of a second. The difference between Seabaum and Bratton, and good enough to, again, tack on that 1 point. And you never know at the end of the meet if that 1 point is going to be what it takes for your team to win the match and get 4 points towards your total trying to qualify.
You know, we're going to see this when it comes down towards the end. We saw that first race, Chad Leclos beating Caleb Dressel by 1/100th of a second, and that was 2 points for Energy Standard team. If it comes down to 2 points at the end, that could make the difference.
Margarita Panzera actually disqualified, so she lost 2 points, disqualified. And so that is a big loss for the Aqua Centurions. Kylie Mass gets the win with 9 points, and again, a deduction for not meeting the time standard and a 2-point deduction for not finishing or being disqualified. So Panzera will not only lose the 7 points she should have gotten for 2nd place, but she's also disqualified. Well, this, folks, is what everybody in this arena has waited for. The men's 50 freestyle. Ben Proud in 1, Florent Manadou in 2, Caleb Dressel in 3. Manadou and Dressel racing against each other for the first time.
2 of the fastest men on the planet. Caleb Dressel, current fastest man on the planet. Manadou, Olympic champion in 2012. This guy's the world record holder, 20.2. This is going to be some fireworks.
Energy Standard a week ago. with a 1-2 finish, but Caleb Dressel pops up first. Manitou won this race a week ago by a half second. Caleb Dressel flying out of the turn. Manitou trying to close. It's going to be Dressel getting the win over Manitou, 20-64. Early in the season, folks, a quarter of a second off the world record. That is how quick that race was. Caleb Dressel racing against the world's best. Manitou, Olympic champion in London, second in Rio, and it was down to the touch. 20-64. Folks, that's some fast swimming for October for Caleb Dressel. And 13 points for the Condors and 13 points for Energy Standard. And Mark is down with Manitou. Go ahead, Mark.
Flo, 53 second. How are we feeling?
I feel good because I'm better than last week, so it's good. It's never good to lose, but I feel good in the water, and I feel good in this 53. It's my first confrontation between Caleb and me, so.
And it's the first time you two race.
Yeah, except the Olympic 4x1 but the first time in 53, so 1-0 cut Dressel.
Yeah, that was awesome. Look forward to the skins.
Yeah, I hope to win the skins, but I know it's 100 meters, so he can be very, very fast. So sure. We'll see.
Ciao.
Thank you.
All right, women's 53, and you heard Manitou talk about, we're going to see Dressel proud. Manitou part 2 tomorrow on the skins. Here's the women's 50-meter free. Sjostrom trying to get back on top. Smoliga talked about maybe breathing a little bit less. She's going to pop up neck and neck with Sjostrom, but Sjostrom, she's going to be far too strong, and she is back on top again, getting the win in the 50 freestyle. Smoliga will finish second, and Hemskirt, who was part of that 1-2 finish in the skins, is going to finish in the number 3 spot for the Energy Standard. Sjostrom with a strong start. She was a half a second better than the rest of the field last week, and that remains the case this week. And she touches the wall first. It's all about the points, all about the team. Vasic, she'll get a 4th place finish for the Cali Condors.
Can I have Sarah?
James Gibson, he's gotten the strategy right. And Sjostrom's down in the pool deck with Mark.
Sarah, great race. Fly didn't go to plan, but the free's looking good.
Yeah, it was good. It's very short time between the races, so I'm trying to find a way to recover fast between my events, but I'm enjoying it, and the crowd is amazing here, so it's very exciting to race.
Yeah, so the energy in here is awesome. It's a different type of competition, and you're doing well.
No, it's always very cool to race in Italy because they don't only like the Italian swimmers; they love all stars here, even if you're from Sweden. So I'm enjoying it a lot.
That's cool. And what have you got? Have you got a relay coming at the end, or are you done tonight now?
No, I'm just going to be the fan club in my team fan club over there. So I'm looking forward to watch the competition now.
Awesome. Thank you very much indeed. Good luck.
Thank you.
Sjostrom getting the win. Double points on the line, 4x100. Medley relay, 18 points for first, 14 points for second, 12 points for third. It is all about getting the strategy right. And the question is, taking a look at the breakdown, Energy Standard has two very strong relays here in the 4x1. As they've kind of split their team up, it appears. They'll be in 1 and 2. The A team for the Cali Condors, they'll be in lane number 4. By the way, we just saw Caleb Dressel win that 50 freestyle. 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes later, he's going again for the Condors. He will swim in the final slot. DC Trident 5 and 6. Aqua Centurions in 7 and 8. Their A team, Savioni, Martineghi, Revolta, the first 3 swimmers. Getting the strategy right. That has been the key to the relay success. And how many points can you pile up? And how about that for a quick warm down? A little splash in the pool for Dressel, and he's back on the pool deck here. Swimming in this relay. Only one relay has not been won over the first 3 days of International Swimming League by their head coach, James Gibson, who has gotten everything perfect when it's come to winning these races. But they'll be put to the test again here in the 4x100 medley relay. Going to be interesting to see how the strategy works out for James Gibson here in this 4x100 medley relay.
This is just absolutely amazing. Down here on poolside, the energy of the crowd, but also the swimmers. These guys are so pumped for this. To see what Dressel's got at the end, but Energy Standard, as you say, won 5 out of the 6 relays at the moment. Can they continue that run?
Maybe the greatest backstroker in the world at the point, Evgeny Rylov, leading off the relay in lane number 2, and Rylov is flying this first 100 meters. Energy Standard out in front. Good start for the Aqua Centurions. Savioni, who had a great first leg in lane number 8. Martineghi now swimming leg number 2 for the Aqua Centurions. Sergei Shevstov swimming for the Energy Standard. And look at this. Shamanovich is moving Energy Standard right back in this relay. They've got it set up well. Nick Fink trying to get the Cali Condors back in contention.
Energy Standard over, Aqua Centurion over here in lane 8, looking for an upset though. They're looking really strong. They've got a tiny bit of a lead here. Just handing over to the flying.
Martineghi on the right in the white cap. He's got the Centurions out to almost a full second lead halfway home. Matteo Revolta swimming the butterfly leg. Chad Leclos swimming for Energy Standard at the bottom. This place is gonna erupt if the Aqua Centurions can get the win over Energy Standard here.
Aqua Centurions are doing a fantastic job here. Chad Leclos at the top of the pool there. He's swum a couple of times. He'll be tired, but he will not give up. This guy just never gives up.
Simonas Billis will swim the anchor leg for Energy Standard. And the Centurions are first into the final 100 meters. It's going to be down to the touch here in this 4x100 medley relay. Aqua Centurions in lane number 8. Energy Standard in lane number 1. It's a battle on the outside. And the Centurions are in the lead with 50 meters to go.
There's so much whitewash in that pool. The water's churned up. Alexander Morenzi coming to the last lap, been chased down by Energy Standard.
And here comes Caleb Dressel trying to move up. But he's not going to have enough. Aqua Centurions, they get the win. 18 points here at home. Wow. Matteo Junta, he got the strategy right. Perfectly set up relay there, Mark.
That was awesome. I mean, it was a bit of an upset. We said we've been bigging up Energy Standard. It just shows you the team get the strategy right, bring some swimmers in, change things around. Anything is possible. That's a big, big win.
And the Centurions, they really fed off the energy here inside this arena, didn't they?
This crowd were just behind that. They wanted to see that. They've come to see Pellegrini. She's their star. She's like a Premiership footballer or an NFL football player. She's big over here, but that was a massive win for these guys. Aqua Centurions, the Italians know that that is their team.
18 points, Aqua Centurions first and 5th. Energy Standard, their second team, ended up disqualified. Centurions 26 points, Cali Condors 18 points. And Energy Standard left with only 12 points in the 4x100. Man, this is a party here in Italy. Cali Condors in the lead, but don't miss it. Pellegrini, 200 free, that comes up next when we come back to Naples, Italy.
Congratulations, welcome to the ISL. Wish you all the best for the rest of the week.
Take a look at our upcoming schedule in the International Swimming League. We haven't seen the teams in Pool B yet. They will hit the pool for the first time next week in Dallas, Texas, October 19th and 20th. Then they go on to Budapest, October 26th and 27th. The American Derby in Washington, D.C., November 16th and the 17th. The London Derby with the European teams, November 23rd and 24th, and of course, the top 2 American teams and the top 2 European teams. They will meet in Las Vegas, December 20th and the 21st for the battle to be world champion swim team. Man, how much fun is it tonight? Upcoming schedule here tonight. Still 3 more individual events, 200 freestyle, 50 backstroke, and the 200-meter breaststroke before we close things out with the men's 4x100 freestyle relay. What a sight here in Naples, Italy. The site of week 2 for the International Swimming League. Pro swimming going on here in the Naples match. A spectacular crowd that has really enjoyed some great swimming so far. And Mark Foster is down on the pool deck with the head coach of Energy Standard, James Gibson. Mark?
James, I'm loving this competition. It's been high energy. How do you feel the team have been doing so far?
Well, we're bang on. We're bang on point was where we were last week in Indianapolis, but we just got disqualified in that relay, so we just lost a load of points. We're only 11 behind. We're only 11 behind, and we know that with the relays and the events, they can all change very quickly. To be honest, my individual swimmers are stepping up. They're stepping up better than last week, and I'm really pleased with that. And I knew the Italians would be strong. Like, awesome crowd, eh? Awesome. I've never really seen this at a swim meet before, so it's more like a football match, to be honest.
Well, I was going to say this. I've raced in Italy a lot, and this crowd, they love their swimming. They love Pellegrini. They've got behind their swimmers, but it creates an atmosphere for your guys. What we're going to see in the second half?
Well, here's the next part. We got 200 frees coming up, then we've got the relays to finish off the day. And you know what? The Italians are mega strong in the men's 4x1, which is the last event of the day, and you'll see the roof will come off. But they're taking points off us. I'm not too happy about that, to be honest. But I say we're at the same point as last week. I could have done without getting disqualified there, but it's a team event. We asked them to put their lives on the line here and swim hard for us. And you know, if there's a couple of mistakes, that's how it is. That's how it is. We'll live and we'll come back stronger.
And it's a bit of a 2-horse race at the top. You and the Cali Condors, and then the DC Trident and the Aqua Centurions. And this is tight. It's a great competition.
Well, the way the league is set, it's over like 3. We've got 3 matches. We've got to get as many points as possible before we go to European Derby in London at the end of November. So all the points count. So even like Aqua Centurions and DC Trident are a little bit behind us. They still got to get these points. And it gives them a chance to get to Vegas in December. So obviously we want to win the meet, and but we're a little bit behind, but we'll come back later.
There's a lot more swimming to come, and hopefully we'll see you in Vegas.
Thanks, Spons. Thank you.
James Gibson, that is the goal, obviously, for Energy Standard to make it to Vegas. They've already won 4 points after their victory in the Indianapolis match. Their captain, Chad Leclos, their vice captain, Sarah Sjostrom, and this is a team that has been built around sprinting, built around relays, and you can see how much they bring to the table with these short wins that we have seen in their relay victories. And it's going to be so much fun to watch how they close out day number 1. Remember last week they closed it out with a 1-2 finish in the men's 200 breaststroke and a 1-3 finish in the relay, and that was a huge reason why they jumped the Cali Condors. But right now it's the Condors in the lead by over 10 points with the women's 200 freestyle in Pellegrini next when we come back.
match è stata veramente veloce in tutti i sensi, come il vostro tifo è stato, diciamo, poderoso. Sono dei dei questi ragazzi.
No, sono bravi.
Sono bravi, fanno paura. Come fate paura voi? Insomma, siete tantissimi, ma notate anche voi? Ma il nuoto fa bene! Vi viene voglia di tuffarvi? E dovete aspettare! Vabbè ragazzi, io ho sentito il DJ suonare, insomma, della musica bella potente, ma a voi la musica più tradizionale napoletana vi piace o non vi piace? Tipo se dico yam, coppe yam, coppe yam, ma visti ragazzi? Dimmi una canzone a bocca. Ho scelto la persona sbagliata. Passi la parola a bocca. Verrai eliminato, ti buttiamo in magma con gli squali. Insomma ragazzi, veramente tantissimi punteggi. Gli Aqua Centurions hanno vinto l'ultima staffetta, quindi grazie a voi se stiamo scalando un po' la classifica. Siete carichi ancora per l'ultima manche? Poi mi sento un po' stanchi sinceramente. Siete carichi? Allora, ragazzi, finicola. Insomma ragazzi, ancora c'è una tranche e ci saranno gli skins. Sapete che sono gli skins? Una gara eliminazione, quindi si faranno 3 da 50, chi è più bravo ne fa 3, si riposa 3 minuti e riparte, insomma una cosa pazzesca. Quindi durante quella gara tutti in piedi, anzi proviamo a fare la prova generale, tutti in piedi adesso! Ragazzi siete pronti? Facciamo il sacco pieno, sacco vuoto, mi sembra di essere un animatore ragazzi. Sacco vuoto, sacco pieno! Sacco vuoto, sacco pieno! Ragazzi manca pochissimo, diamo la linea, soprattutto diamo l'energia a questi ragazzi. Bambini, da voi siete pronti, carichi. Il nuoto moderno è questo, e questi sono veramente degli eroi, ma voi avete la possibilità di imparare, prendete insomma l'ispirazione di questi ragazzi perché avete l'energia per poter realizzare.
Back in Naples, Italy, and this is the moment that the crowd has waited for. Women's 200-meter freestyle, Federica Pellegrini, world champion in this event, about to make her ISL individual debut, Mark. We've seen her swim at a couple of relays, but she's been waiting for this moment, and the crowd has been waiting for her as well.
She is the queen of 200 meters freestyle. At the World Championships, she's medaled in the last 5 World Championships. This crowd have come out to see her. Here we go.
The emotion, the energy, it is all here tonight. The cameras are out and they're looking to record this moment. The top 2 at the World Championships. Titmus, she'll go in lane number 4, Pellegrini in lane number 7. As we meet the participants in the women's 200-meter freestyle. Pellegrini, 31 years old. Titmus, 19 years old. And you see their best time, only about 0.2 of a difference in the seconds mark between those two.
It's going to be a great race, and remember the form book goes out the window. Some of these girls have raced an event, multiple events, they're going to be tired. This is going to be how much they can dig into the bank, use that experience. There's Pellegrini, she's up for this, and the crowd want to see this.
Pellegrini, Olympic champion in this event in lane number 7. But remember, last week, it was Ledecky against Titmus and Siobhan Haughey for the DC train. She ruined the party in lane number 5. No doubt who everybody's looking to watch it here. Pellegrini in lane number 7 in the white cap. again, Mark, for these swimmers, this is a tough race this early in the season to swim the 200 freestyle.
It's a tough race swimming it rested, but these girls have swam already this evening. There's a lot of lengths, there's a lot of turns involved. Pellegrini's not the best turner in the world, she's the best swimmer in the world. She's got the best swim speed. She's looking across the pool here. Can it be a tactical race? Is it cat and mouse? This is going to unfold.
We saw Femke Hemsker, she's in lane number 1 at the bottom of the pool. She was second in the skin, so she certainly has a lot of endurance in her. But a week ago, Siobhan Hahi won the race, and she is going to be the leader, folks, halfway home, as Titmus right behind her, just below her in the blue cap in lane number 4. But it is a tight field, and we'll see who goes to the legs here in the third 50.
Hahi is in the middle of the pool. She's got great turns, she's got the skills, but as you say, Titmus is going with her, first and third last week. Bonnet in lane 2 from Energy Standard, she's coming, she didn't swim last week, and Pellegrini not giving it up here down in lane 7. 2 laps to go.
50 meters left. Hahi trying to win for the DC Trident as they battle at the bottom with the Aqua Centurions. Sanchez trying to move up for Energy Standard, but right now with 25 meters to go, it's Hahi followed by Titmus. Hahi won so many meets back in college in Michigan for the Wolverines. She's got another win for the DC Trident. 9 more points out of their total as Titmus will finish second and Kayla Sanchez will finish third. Reason to celebrate for Cindy Gallagher. Hahi got after it from the start, didn't she?
Yeah, I mean, as I said earlier, she's got great skills. The start, the turn, she got ahead. When she's ahead, she can look across the pool and see where the other swimmers are and take control of the race. 52.0, nearly a second faster than the week ago. Just shows you, racing, best form of training.
12 points for the DC Trident. First and 6th. Energy Standard will pick up 2 points. Excuse me, 1 point on the Cali Condors as they get 10, and Cali still leading. 165.5 points, Energy Standards 155 points, and DC Trident moving up.
Frederica going through a race, and she looks like she's had a lot of fun. I know she's getting forward, but she enjoyed that.
We'll get a chance to see Pellegrini swimming the 100 freestyle as well. Men's 200-meter freestyle. And Mark, you see here the difference from a week ago is Chad Leclos. 7 events, only 1 event on day number 1, and Leclos going again for Energy Standard. It shows you that he wasn't feeling very good a week ago, and James Gibson understood that, but he's feeling good, and they're going to go to Chad Leclos, and why not put him here in this 200 freestyle?
Yeah, he didn't swim this last week, and I spoke to James Gibson, I spoke to Chad as well, and he wasn't feeling very, very good, and that's where obviously the coaches and the athletes talk to one another, and if they're not feeling their best, let someone else step into their place, let them have the chance. And this is obviously his strategy. He could win it over there in lane 1. Chad is a great 200 freestyle racer, but Bruno Corrier over here in lane 7, he won in Indianapolis, and I think he's going to want to do the double.
Might be another chance for the Aqua Centurion to celebrate there, because Correa, 2-time South American champion, he's in lane number 7. A week ago, he was one of the changes made late in the meet for the Aqua Centurions, and he wound up walking away with a win as the Aqua Centurion, they were 1-2. Poland finished second. Kasper Majczak, the early leader, Polish national record holder in this event.
This is going to be a fascinating race because they're not next to each other. It's in the middle of the corner. He's in the lead. He can see the others, but the others can't see him. In lane 1 and lane 8, they can't see one another. They've just got to go off the field and race and do the best performance they can.
Look at the field, Mark. German, Brazil, Serbia, American, Poland, Denmark, Russian, South African. This truly is the International Swimming League, and you can just see it right here in this field. As Majek is going to have the lead with 50 meters to go.
Yeah, he's looking good. I can't see him getting back to him unless his pace is all right. I can't see him getting back. Chan seems to be hurting over there in lane number 1, but he's trying this really well. Track, going into the last turn, looks good. Looking good for 9 points for the Cali Condors.
Correa, though, he's coming home, trying to get the Aqua Centurions another win. Correa, Majek down to the stretch, and it's going to be Correa, Aqua Centurions, another win at home.
He paced that so well. He was a body length behind going into that last turn. Takes the touch. Hundredths in it, 200ths of a second, but that's what it's about. It's about just touching the wall first.
The final 50. Back-to-back weeks. Correa out of Brazil getting the win for the Aqua Centurions. Points for the Centurions, 11 points for Energy Standard, 8 points for the Cali Condors. So that's a 3-point differential that the Energy Standard is going to make up on the Cali Condors. As now it's time for the women's 50-meter backstroke. Olivia Schmoliga, she'll be in the middle, along with Kylie Mass. Schmoliga won this event. She won the 50 and the 100. Mass finished 4th in this event. Those two will be in the middle. Lanes 1 and 2, Seabaum and Davies. 5 and 6 for the DC train. Bratton and Kubova. And Silvia Scalia, the Italian national record holder, will be in lane number 8. And the Aqua Centurions really thriving behind this home crowd. And Scalia certainly has it in her. Australian national record holder, Emily Seabaum. Winner at the World Championships in this event. Olivia Schmoliga, who had 39 and a half points a week ago. And Schmoliga staying down on the start in the middle in lane number 4. And she's the first to turn, but a good start for Elena DeLito for the Aqua Centurions as well. And DeLito really surging at home. Kubova surging as well. Can Schmoliga win it again? She will. 26-26. And whoa, Kylie Mass. How did she get her hand on the wall second there? A little magic at the end of that 50 backstroke. You can see Schmoliga stay under in lane number 4. But Mass, a phenomenal finish there.
That was a big difference there. Cali Condors going 1-2, 16 points. 8 points second, it's an 8-point shift on one event.
Schmoliga, Massey leading the way. 16 points for the Condors, only 8 points for Energy Standard. And now they lead with 189 and a half points. We will see Energy Standard answers back here in the 50 backstroke. Simone Savioni, he's in 7. He was second a week ago. Christou, the Greek national record holder in lane number 8, 5 and 6. Jeremy Stravius, Andres Bezeus, Kavitsky in 4, Ress in 3. Clement Kolniskov in 2. And Krigor Zirk in 1. Kolniskov won the 50 backstroke a week ago. World champion short course meters in the 50 backstroke. But the early leader, lane number 5, DC Trident. They're gonna get the win here in the 50 backstroke. Jeremy Stravius. Mark, that time, you just got up and went. DC Trident in a battle with the Aqua Centurions, trying to battle out for 3rd place. They get 1st and 6th. Combined, that's 12 points. 12 points for the Trident, 10 points for the Aqua Centurion in the men's 50-meter backstroke. When we come back, the king of breaststroke will try to add to the total for the Cali Condors, who are in the lead here on day 1.
Do you want me to get one of the swimmers from Aqua Centurions? I'll get you one. Okay, I've got Hannah Marley from the Aqua Centurions. This meet's amazing. How are you enjoying this?
It's so good. You can't help but feel so hyped up, and especially at the start of a season when everyone's in heavy training, you can't help but just get up and swim fast and swim for your team, and it just brings so much more of an atmosphere to swimming. And for us Brits, you know, we're great at racing fast, but there's that team connection that I think we could be so much better at, and for me, being exposed to this has just been great. It's been so good. I'm loving every minute of it.
Actually been thrown together, and you're all from different countries. This never happens.
No, I know the language barrier has been interesting. We've had all the team meetings in Italian, so I've not learned much Italian, but it's been great. It's really nice to make new friends, meet new people, and just getting stuck in with it. And and I'm really grateful for the opportunity to be here.
I'm loving this crowd. The Italians love their swimming. You can't help but carried away with this place.
Oh, you can't help but ride off that. I mean, especially when Pellegrini comes up. You know, she's in a class of her own, and it just helps inspire you for like the next phase of training. And the Italians are awesome. They're so in love with their swimming. It's really hard to not see that.
And the future of swimming, you love it. I mean, I'm loving this team event. It's like the Super League of swimming. Future of swimming right here.
Definitely, there's definitely a few tweaks to be made. I mean, it's obviously not very long distance orientated, but you know, it's the first one. There's going to be ups and downs and lots of feedback, so it's definitely something that can be worked on, and hopefully will improve our sport for the good.
Cool. Well, listen, thank you. Enjoy the rest of it. I'm going to see you back later on.
Yeah, see you later. Thank you.
Yeah, how much fun is the ISL? You can see the athletes are enjoying it. The MVP awarded at the end of the completion of each match. And at the end of the season, last week it was Sarah Sjostrom. Of course, it's an accumulation of the points awarded. Gender equal, could it be awarded to either a male or a female? Sjostrom was the MVP a week ago with 54 points. She's swimming in 7 events, or slated to swim in 7 events again. It is going down to the wire. Day number 1 of the Naples match. And 12.5 points, the difference between the Cali Condors and Energy Standard. 195.5 points for the Cali Condors, and they really used this 200 breaststroke to their advantage a week ago in Indianapolis. They had a 1-2 finish. Greg Troy, head coach of the Cali Condors, he is very thrilled with the way that his team has swum so far tonight. Everybody's made their way to the team boxes. DC Trident with a much better second half of the meet. They came into this competition with only 2 points. Again, the top 2 teams from the US, the top 2 teams from Europe, from Pool A and Pool B will advance to Las Vegas. James Gibson, his team, they're in the lead after the first match of the season. They got 4 points on the Indianapolis match. And again, if you can finish it and defeat your European or your American counterpart in the matches that you're set up against, it will really help you down the stretch. As we take a look at our start list in the women's 200-meter breaststroke, Smith and Victoria Gunish in 1 and 2. Energy Standard, King and Hannes in 3 and 4, representing the Cali Condors. Barksdale and Bethany Galat in 5 and 6. Martina Carrero, she'd love to get this Italian crowd back on their feet. She's in 7. 5th a week ago, and Georgia Bull will be in lane number 8. And Mark, last week for Lily King, she almost had the perfect race here in the 200 breaststroke. This tells you about the strategy, not only for the coaches, but for the swimmers as well. She just kind of coasted through the 150, really easy speed. And then she turned the corner, the final 50. She surged ahead, and she was able to get the victory.
That just shows she's a class apart, but when she gets ahead, she can play around with the field. She can go from the front or come back at them. I don't know what she was reserving energy for, though, because it's the last race this evening.
It's the last race of the night, Mark, but it is a 2-day competition. And think for these teams in Pool A, the challenge this week, they competed 2 days, charter flight all the way over to Naples, Italy, did a lot of training this week as well, and then they got 2 more days. So it's really a grueling stretch over the course of 8 days and a lot of racing for these athletes, as you see Lily King off to a good start in lane number 3.
It is a brutal schedule, and as you say, not just with the flying, with the jet lag, with the training, with the competition. I mean, their bodies will be tired, but they've got physios behind the scenes. They'll rest as much as possible during the day, get massage, get recovered. She's leading the race out of here. Like I say, great. She's got a great start. Then she gets ahead, and she's controlling the race from the front now.
And remember, Lily King, Mark, she's really known as a 50 and a 100 breaststroker. She did not make the Olympic final in Rio in the 200 breaststroke, but she's been training for 4 years to kind of make that her mark in Tokyo as well. She was the Olympic champion in the 100-meter breaststroke.
Holly Anderson is pushing her down the first 100 meters of the race. Her teammate, Cali Condors, go 1-2 in this race. I mean, that's some big points right there.
Look at Bethany Galat for the DC Trident. She's going to turn first, 75 meters to go. And the hard thing for Lily King is she can't really see her right here, Mark.
No, she's swimming blind in the middle of the pool. When they do push off, when they do turn, looking underneath the water, she'll know where the other swimmer is.
Lily King kind of turned, looked to the right. She sees Galat even. The two separated by only 0.3 of a second with 50 meters to go.
Lily King winding it up here. She's up to tempo. She knows there's a race on here. 2 lengths left. Coming to the last turn.
Smith upping her tempo for Energy Standard in lane number 1. They could use the points, trailing by 12.5, but it's Lily King in the lead, trying to get another breaststroke win. She won all 3 last week at Indy, and she's going to take the first 2 in the Naples match, and that's 9 more points for Lily King. They will have a 1-3 finish, the Cali Condors. 15 points in the 200-meter breaststroke.
Yeah, that's great for the Cali Condors. Lily King there, 2:19, dropping a time from last week by a second. She was in full control there, though, for 6 lengths for 150 meters. She knew exactly what she was doing. She was saving some energy just for that last length.
The greatest breaststroker in the world, particularly in the 100, Lily King, leading a 1-3 finish. Cali Condors +6 over the Energy Standard, and they've crossed over the 200 mark, 210.5 points, leading over Energy Standard. Five for 5 for Lily King. Not a bad start to her ISL career.
Yeah, that's not a bad signing for the Cali Condors. Cali Condors just on top by 18 points at the moment. Obviously the relay to come, plus the men's 200 breaststroke.
They even got Greg Troy, the head coach, smiling. This is where the tables turned a week ago. 1-3 for the Condors, but in the men's 200-meter breaststroke, Energy Standard was able to answer back. But the challenge this week for Energy Standard is that James Gibson doesn't have Anton Chukov, Mark. That's a big difference maker that he does not have as a part of his 12 men on his roster on the men's side.
Yeah, just happens you've got to change your roster sometimes. Sometimes some of the athletes aren't available. You have to bring somebody else in. So that's where you need your strength and depth and the picks that you make to choose your team.
So he's got Shimanovic in lane number 1. Stephen in 2. For the Condors, it's Fink in 3, Wilson in 4. Cody Miller and Kevin Kortz in 5 and 6. And for the home crowd, Martineghi, Tizzoli in 7 and 8. Final individual event, the men's 200-meter breaststroke. For Shimanovic in lane number 1, he loves short course swimming. Talks about his favorite member, the 2018 World Short Course Championships. Mark, some athletes, they just love the walls, they love the turns, they love the quick turnaround.
Yeah, it depends where you're from. I mean, in America, you've got the collegiate system. They all train short course yards. They're used to bouncing off these walls. Their practice, all the skills and drills are so important. When hundreds of seconds make all the difference. The Americans definitely have the drills and skills. Shimanovic, though, in the top there, won this race by 3 seconds in Indianapolis. So he is looking really long and strong up there.
But maybe a little bit of a difference. It was a disappointing ISL start for Cody Miller. Won the bronze in the 100-meter breaststroke. Fabulous dual meet career for the Indiana Hoosiers, and right now Shimanovic and Cody Miller virtually even at the turn, halfway home in this 200-meter breaststroke.
Cody's definitely trying to push this on. He's worked the first 100 meters. It's whether he's got a lot of fuel in the tank than the second 100. Shimanovic at the top of the pool, though. They can't see one another. They're 4 lanes apart.
it does make it interesting when you're swimming together with your teammate. You don't always have the best look at the competition. As Shimanovic, he turns first, about a half a second ahead of Miller, with Fink a second and a half behind as we head to the final 50. Who's got it in their legs? That's the question. Shimanovic, he just looks smooth there. Long, strong, Shimanovic. He's got another win for the Energy Standard. He's going to win it. Fink is going to finish second, and Cody Miller gets his hand on the wall third. But the 9 points goes to Energy Standard. Shimanovic really just made it look easy there in the 200 breaststroke.
Yeah, in Indianapolis, like I said, he won by about 3 seconds. He was the class act there. The only difficulty was being out of the way from everybody else. You're not in the race. You don't know who anyone else is. So you kind of got to keep your head down and do your own thing. Comes out on top though for Energy Standard, and they're needing points at the moment. Cali Condors just getting away.
They'll only earn 10 points. But it's 1 point better than the Cali Condors in the 200-meter breaststroke. And now Condors, 219.5 points. Energy Standard, 202 points. It's going into the final relay. Cali Condors, they built the lead, but anything can happen on this final relay. We'll see what James Gibson's got dialed up for this final relay. He's been a magician with the relay so far, Mark. And how important is this final relay, even for Cindy Gallagher's DC Trident? It goes down to this, the final event of day 1 of the Naples match. 19 events, 16 individual, 3 relays over the course of 2 hours.
This is really important for the teams to finish on a high today. If Energy Standard can get closer to the Cali Condors, it's got to happen right here. Double points up for grabs. There's some tired legs out there and tired arms, but they're all going to give it the best for the team.
And don't count out the Aqua Centurions, because we even heard James Gibson allude to it earlier. They've got a very good relay team in lane number 8. Correa will be their first leg. Condorelli swimming their second leg.
Yeah, they caused an upset in the earlier relay, and they want to cause an upset again. They might not be leading this competition at the moment, but they're still fighting for points. They don't want to come last.
Vanadu, Leclos, they'll be featured on Energy Standard's A relay. That'll be in lane number 2. Another chance to watch Caleb Dressel swim. He will be in lane number 3. Swimming the final leg for the Cali Condors. You can feel the energy in the building for our final race. 18 points to the victor.
.32 of the world's fastest swimmers are going to go at it right now.
Man, wasn't a good start at all for Bo Becker in lane number 3. He didn't even register a reaction time. I'm not sure what happened there, Mark.
No, he got completely left on the block. I'm not sure whether he didn't hear the gun or he just completely slipped. He was left. Energy Standing taking advantage here. They're going out hard in lane 1 and 2.
They've got kind of an even relay. Take a look at, you got Rylov swimming the start in their lane number 1. James Gibson looks like he may have done it again the way he's aligned these two relay teams.
This is so important for Energy Standard to finish this first down the high. The Cali Condors, they're on the ascendancy at the moment. Here they come, end of the first leg. Energy Standard 1 and 2.
Manadou dives in lane number 2. Kolesnikov diving into lane number 1. Santo Condorelli, though, trying to give chases in the white cap, top of the screen. He is flying for the Aqua Centurion. We've already seen them get a win at home. Swimming the second leg. And he's got Energy Standard off to a great start as they come up on the halfway point.
Condorelli is actually dragging out the Centurions back into it over here in lane number 8. But still Energy Standard. Manadou with a head down, finishing hard.
Simonas Billis into the pool in lane number 2. Ben Proud into the pool in lane number 1. Justin Refs and the Cali Condors trying to play catch-up in lane number 3. Remember, Bo Becker got an absolutely atrocious start.
Listen, the Energy Standard, what a first 50 meters. He's just gone at this. He's just sprinting. Can he hold on?
It was a first and third finish a week ago that surged Energy Standard into the lead on the first day. They're trying to do it again here in Naples. LeClos will swim the anchor leg in lane number 2. Into the pool first, and the battle is on for second.
Dressel has gone in lane 3. We know what he can do. He is one of the fastest swimmer in the world right now. How tired is he? He's swum a few races this season. His turns are incredible though. He won't get back to the flow, but he can drag his team into a better place.
Chad LeClos trying to get 18 points for Energy Standard. They're in the lead with 50 meters to go. Caleb Dressel trying to inch his team into the number 2 position, battling out with the Aqua Centurions in lane number 8, but LeClos and Energy Standard turn in the lead with 25 meters to go. Chad LeClos, 18 more. Energy Standard, the relay masters. James Gibson has done it again. And wow, 28 points. The strategy was ideal. James Gibson with a little nervous energy there towards the end. And he sees that his team has done it. And because of the turn of events, only 7.5 points are going to be the difference after day number 1. First and fourth for Energy Standard. It's a 10-point differential between them and the Cali Condors there at the end on the 4x100. And our match score after the first 19 events, 7.5 points. The difference. Energy Standard, they are the leaders in the standings. After the first weekend of ISL competition, and they had another great first day. reminder, they still have some of their best events still to come. The skins race. A week ago, they were first and second in the men's and the women's skins. That was a huge turning point a week ago. But unlike a week ago, the Cali Condors are in first, and a big reason, Caleb Dressel, he has joined the Cali Condors, and he has put together an impressive performance. He's not with Mark Foster.
Caleb, a lot of races this evening. Have you been enjoying yourself?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a blast. It's my first ISL. I missed Indy, but I mean, this is absolutely fantastic. It's just much better than I was anticipating, and I was expecting a lot, so this is great.
It's a bit like being back in college again, swimming on these races.
That's exactly what it is, but with just newer teammates. That's really the only difference. It's very similar to a college dual meet. Just a lot more energy, a lot more lights, a lot more good time, a lot better time than a college dual meet.
And you really seem to have been putting your body on the line tonight.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't really care about my body right now. It's just about getting points for the team. So whatever they need me to do, I want to be there.
Okay, and how many more races you got left tomorrow?
I don't know. I haven't looked at the lineup. I don't know.
You just basically do what you're told to do, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm on a team for a reason. So wherever we need points, that's where I want to show up and try to get my hand on the wall.
Well, I've swam for Britain for 23 years, and I've not seen a swimmer like you come around for a long, long time.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Yeah.
You're good, buddy.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Listen, enjoy the rest of the meet for me.
I will. Thank you so much.
Caleb Dressel, an incredible performance at the World Championships. 8 medals, 6 of them gold. He has come on to the Cali Condors, and he is the difference maker here in day number 1. A week ago in Indianapolis, Energy Standard, they had built a lead after their final 2 wins, but he helps make the Cali Condors second in the relay, and his team clinging to the lead, 7.5 points. And how about this day for the Aqua Centurions? They have built a 12-point advantage over the DC Trident, trying to, right now if the day would end, they would get 2 points for their finish. But they have really thrived here in Naples behind the home crowd. What a moment. Pellegrini inspiring the future generations of athletes here. What a moment if you are a young kid here in Italy getting to take in with all these superstars, all these Olympians, all these national champions, all these national record holders. And man, do they put on a show. Back here tomorrow night, same time for the Indianapolis match, day number 2. We hope you will join us. Man, tonight was special. Man, tonight was a lot of fun. And we can't wait to do it back here once again tomorrow. For Mark Foster and our entire ISL crew, I'm Bernie Gunther saying good night from Naples. What a night for pro swimming to make its debut in Europe.